Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome to another episode of Darkest Dungeon. Now, last time, things didn't really go so well towards the end, but to start off, we made it to the estate, got past the road, which was a little scary, went into our first dungeon. That went pretty well. We came out of it alright, got a little scared, didn't fully explore the whole thing, maybe could have gone a bit farther than we did. But we made it out just fine, everybody leveled up, it was good. The second run is when things started to fall apart a little bit, because got in there, had no front line whatsoever, basically. Had our witch doctor who's already starting to freak out and stress out a little bit, and then our grave robber just keeps getting crit over and over and over again, stresses out, gets panicked, and is now terrified of everything. And so she was focusing entirely on her own survival, which is understandable. I'm pretty sure she ended up at death's door like twice. At least it felt like a couple of times. And so we ran away from that mission, which felt like a little bit better thing to do than just let everybody die. So we're back at the estate, and we have to figure out how to start recovering for our grave robber and investigate the new buildings we have. Let's go ahead and start at the guild.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Okay, we can see upgrade options for this building, we can drag a hero to see their skill upgrade options, and we can click on skills or upgrades to purchase them. So let's just start with, why don't we just look at what our Crusader can do here. Let's see, he could purchase Battle Heal, Holy Lance for when things aren't going quite well, Inspiring Cry, so he has a bunch of things he can potentially acquire. And I might need to... It looks like these skills are all rank 1, so I'd probably need to upgrade the guild in order to let them get to rank 2. And I can reduce the cost of training skills as well. That's interesting. So that's the guild. Looks pretty useful. Let's check out the blacksmith.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Okay. Let's see. A hero from our roster can be taken into the blacksmith to see their weapon and armor upgrades. We can click on the upgrades to purchase them. Let's just do the same thing this time. He's got a battered longsword and a rusty hauberk. Looks like I need to upgrade the blacksmith as well in order to let him do these things. Pretty much the same thing, just weapons and armor instead of skills. So that's fine. Now, let's start working on this problem with our grave robber, who is not in a good way. She's afflicted with fearful, completely stressed out. I don't know exactly what we're going to need to do to resolve that. But it doesn't look like she has anything to help out in that circumstance. So why don't we just... Let's see. In town will only gamble for another person we need to de-stress. So we won't have the grave robber gamble. The caretaker is, again, being helpful. I have a feeling this is going to be consistent for him. He's just going to be useless the whole time. So, you need de-stressing. Pretty badly. It's quite expensive though. We don't have a lot of money. We need to keep some. It's kind of the problem with not being successful in that last run. We do have a group that can go, though, without too much trouble, hopefully. Why don't we look? We need to fix the grave robber. Like, that's a big problem. And then here we're at 100 out of 100. Just happened to not completely freak out for whatever reason. So these two really need de-stressing. We can try this. See how it goes, at least. Might want to consider upgrading the bar first to kind of decrease the costs. We're in trouble in that area right now. Let's do that. This will reduce the cost.
Maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
I can at least treat here. And we'll go ahead and I think we'll do the treatment here. After this, we're running kind of low on cash. And we're going to need some for provisions for the next mission. So I'm thinking we need to be done here. Let's check out the stagecoach. Who else can we get? We can get a plague doctor, a leper, or leaper, and Hellion. Let's view what they do. Okay, the Hellion's a front line. We could use another one of those. As is the leper, leaper. I'm not sure which. Severe fear of enclosed spaces. That's not so good. But I think we should take both of these to kind of round out our group so we can make sure we always have someone who can at least take hits. I don't think we can afford to oh no, we can upgrade the stagecoach right now. Let's do that too. Then we can just take
Great
everybody.
heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain. What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
These two are recovering, and let's see about getting to another mission. Well, we can try just a quick scout, explore 90% of rooms again. That might be a good place to start. That's kind of where I'm tempted to go. Just... but we could use a little more money, I think. Maybe we can try exploring. We get some boots, perhaps. And here we have a tenacity ring, which is odd in that it both buffs and debuffs survivability. You know, we haven't done a kind of moderate explore mission yet. I'm tempted to go this route. So for people, let's take our Crusader. We're used to him. Let's take the Highwayman. We're used to him also. Got a healer. And we need one more. We can just go with the new Plague Doctor, perhaps. He has Battlefield Medicine, Emboldening Vapors, Noxious Blast. No Plague Grenade and Blinding Gas like our other Plague Doctor has. But I'm kind of tempted to go with it anyway. Let's see what else. These two are both frontliners, and then we can have an occultist if we really want to. He kind of makes me nervous, though, because he keeps putting out our torch. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that at this point. With handling that. So I think we'll go with the Plague Doctor for the time being. Especially because the occultist is already kind of stressed out. So let's get some provisions. Quest involves camping, and camping requires firewood. Firewood is given automatically to you on appropriate quests. Camping gives heroes a chance to recuperate while in a dungeon. When you are wounded or stressed and wish to camp, right-click on the firewood in your inventory. Okay. Well, we can try that, see how it goes. Let's make sure we have food. We get plenty of food, I think. We want to be real careful here. I think that's all we can go with. We can't get anything fancy this time. Maybe a shovel? That puts us real low on cash. So we're gonna have to succeed at this one if we take a shovel first. But we've been using shovels fairly consistently, more so than anything else here. Let's take the shovel. Let's just do it. And let's go.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Let's see. We can start by going up. That's kind of a dead end up that direction, so I guess that's the way we'll go first. Oh, already hit a trap.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Alright, what do we got here? What are you? Oh, we got a torch. Nice. And still doing okay on lights. We won't worry about that. Scouting. Okay. Well, let's head toward that room. Looks like there's treasure in that room, probably. There's a chest type thing on the way. I don't know if I want to look around in an urn that holds the ashes of the departed. But maybe I do. Oh good, a deadly disease. That was probably not the best idea. Can I see what's wrong with you? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out later. That's fine. See, I knew better, and I couldn't help it. Oh, good, Webbers. No, they're pretty low on hit points. Maybe we can just bring them down. Not if they just dodge everything, though. Rude. I was hoping he'd do a little better than that, but I think that we can finish it off anyway.
Press this advantage.
Nice.
Give them no quarter.
People getting hurt, which is unfortunate, but
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
just do what we can.
blossoms.
Let's go ahead. Whoa. Should have bumped up the light before doing this. Yeah, our Plague Doctor is not in a good way already. That's a little better. People get less stressed out at least. Now, what should we try first? I'm tempted to go Emboldening Vapors on our Highwayman, who just keeps doing all the damage. Whoa. That's really unfortunate. We were kind of relying on that. Well, let's try. We can heal the Plague Doctor if I'm worried about him going down, but I think it's better instead for the moment to try some Dazzling Light. Get a stun out. So at least we aren't taking as much next turn, hopefully. That's okay. We can do that. Maybe we just... How about we just smack you? Ah, not quite enough. I was hoping for it, but I'm pretty sure our damage rolled real low there. Highwayman is stunned out, which is sad. Yes, none of you are happy about this, I know. Good dodge. And we can try out a Hand of Light. We'll finish off the Bone Soldier if it hits, and I think that's probably the best option.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I know, Plague Doctor, you're having a bad day. It's real unfortunate for you. That's a little better. We can try a Zealous Accusation again. Dodged. You guys gotta stop getting dodged. It's causing problems this run. Oh, we can go for the Grape Shot Blast again. There we go. That's more like it. One life left, but he's debuffed. Why don't we finish him? And I guess we'll just go with a Noxious Blast for now. Resisted. Good. Who's up now? Let's see. We can go ahead and open Vein here, I think. Another option is to just kind of... Well, we don't want to pass turn. So I guess we'll just finish the fight.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Move everybody back into place. And of course the chest is trapped. Why wouldn't the chest be trapped? Well, we have to check out the chest. I mean, come on, it's a chest. What do we got here? An Iron Maiden. Yeah, my curiosity is just... Yeah. Good call, Crusader. It is better than a trap. Alright, I guess we're getting use out of that shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
And let's go ahead and use a torch. It's a little better. Maybe another torch. Plenty of light now. Oh. Ah, you're surprised. Deal with it. Let's go with the vapors again. Can go with some dazzling light, some judgment. I think we're gonna judge somebody this time. How about we judge? We can go ahead and judge the Bone Soldier. And then great shot. And why don't we use an accusation to finish him off? Finish two of them off. That was a pretty solid first round, I think. We'll go with another grape shot blast. Yeah, he's feeling better. That's good. Okay, Crusader's taking hits, but that's his job. You've already gone this turn, so why don't we go with a heal on our Crusader. And then everybody else can work toward finishing off the Arbalist. Stunning blow. Ah, he resisted. That's sad. I was really hoping that'd finish him. And he gets to go first, so... I don't want you to pass turns. Let's just have you move. No, we can actually just have you... Nobody's bleeding or blighted, but we can just have you waste your turn anyway without stressing out. And have you switch places here. This is all a bit silly, but I'm trying to pump out... Nah, that wasn't thought out well. I was trying to see if I could pump out another heal easily before finishing off the skeleton.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
But that's okay. That's okay. Nope. There we go. Okay. Well, looks like there's a fight on the way there, but we can probably take it. Loot. Herbs which cure diseases and maladies. That's good. We'll let the light get a little too dim. That's unfortunate. Well, let's start with the grape shot blast like usual. Hefty damage all around. Oh! That's not good. Ah, man. We should probably heal him to get him away from Death's Door for now. That hurt, though. That was real painful. I gotta be more careful about my light, so I don't get into these situations quite so much. Let's just try a Noxious Blast. Hopefully this will finish off. There we go. That's at least you down. And here, we'll go with an Accusation again. Oh yeah, that hurt. That was a solid hit right there. Now, unfortunately, it's our Plague Doctor up first. He can't really do a whole lot here, so we'll just fire off the Noxious Blast again. Let's see, what's the damage here? 5 to 11, 5 to 11. They're both about this. Well, his damage is 5 to 11. This one has higher damage modifier. I guess a less low damage modifier, however you want to put it. No bleed effect, but that's not surprising at all. Well, let's go ahead and get this heal out. And I'm tempted to go for the stun again. I know it's kind of risky, but... He only has 10% stun resist, so it's actually really unfortunate when it fails. Now maybe we can get another heal off before we finish up. Yeah, there we go. Heal. Hard choice between the Plague Doctor and the front line. I'm tempted to stick to our Crusader. I care a lot more if he goes down, frankly. And now let's finish you. Nope. Gonna dodge. And I can keep trying for more heals potentially, but that just gets risky after a while, I would think.
This expedition at least promises success.
Oh, it's pretty nice. 1,000 gold on that ruby. Let's check out the map. Okay. just get to the room. And it looks like there's nothing here. So, I guess we start heading back. Make sure to keep this torch lit so people aren't getting so stressed out. And let's zoom out the map a little bit, take a look around. Got plenty of rooms left. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess 14 if you count the original. And we've gotten through 5 if you count the original as well. So maybe 2 more rooms and then we try the campfire? I'm a little worried about our plague doctor, but... yeah. What can you do? Eat. Good job, everybody. We're not starving to death this time. That was the big thing that went wrong the first time and made us chicken out a bit early. Used too much food for initial healing, and then the hunger thing came up, and we didn't have 4 meals left for everybody, so everybody had to starve. Let's go ahead and, now that we're starting to head into a new area especially, hit another torch. We only have 3 left. Maybe should have stocked up a little bit more on torches. New room time. Hit a trap already. Good job, team.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
I don't know what to do about that if I don't see the trap ahead of time, so... 25 gold. Wow, that's unfortunate. What happens? How much does that increase to? 95, okay. Just trying to keep things well lit. I'm tempted to skip this room. That way we spend less time wandering around and waste less torch time. I think we'll try it. But I need to hit at least one of these side rooms, so maybe that's a bad idea. Oh well. At least I think I need to hit at least one of the side rooms. Oh, good. Our thief is busy. That's what makes me not like him. He's a klepto. Well, this is my fault. Yeah, well, I can do it too. There's a chance it'll finish him off if I use it here. So let's... And we hit that chance. Not a high chance, but enough to consider at least. Oh, that's not good. Well, Plague Doctor, let's go ahead and have you plague something. That's okay. That's less okay. Oh man, that really hurt.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Well, we can have him move up in front. But I think it's better. Well, it would have been better if he'd hit. No, unfortunately, we can't throw out the grape shot. I was really hoping that would hit and finish one of them off. And the question here is, do I aim for this guy, hope for the bleed, and enough damage to kill? Well, that's what I went with. It worked out, so I'm not gonna apologize for that. Man, really want my Crusader in the back line over there, don't they? Try to finish you guys off at this point. No, he can wander forward. I could have cured this bleed instead of going for the attack there, but I think I have to heal. But You're plagued. You're going to go down anyway. So let's go for the heal. Try and keep our poor Crusader alive. Resisted the bleed. That's sad. But he hasn't taken his turn yet, so maybe we just judge him, get out of this fight, instead of letting him take a turn to blast all of us again. He's gonna dodge. We're gonna dodge. Good job, team. Interesting how it's not so much dodge as he just whiffed real hard. Now what I can do, maybe, is since that happened, and cure this. He'll die to the plague. That's what we were relying on. To the blight.
greater the glory.
Then go for a well, stunning blow will still finish him off, probably. His damage isn't that bad. But we can't let him have another turn. So we'll just go for it. Oh, didn't finish him. That's kind of what we were hoping for. Now you, instead of taking a turn, I'll have you move backwards. You can heal the Plague Doctor. And you... Why don't we go ahead and use Bulwark? That'll increase our torch level. We're trying to keep fairly high. He's stunned out, so he doesn't get his turn. And then we Noxious Blast him to end the fight before the next turn starts.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright. We got through it. Use a torch. Try and keep things well lit. And let's keep moving. Might need to make camp pretty quick here. Oh no. Like after this fight. They're surprised, so we have a shot here, getting some real damage in. Resisted, no big surprise there at all, given that he's a skeleton. We can go for Dazzling Light, but it can only hit the front two. And I really like to hit a back one if I can. So maybe instead we go for Judgment for the heal. And then we finish off these two. Whoa! Whoa! Well, unfortunately that crit came at a time when it really wasn't necessary, but oh well. More grape shot everywhere. Okay, that hurts. Oh no. Okay, he dodged it. Good stuff, good stuff. Good job, team. Now this has a chance of finishing the Arbalist, so let's go with it. Good, he's down. Now we'll just go for our usual end of fight stuff. We'll toss out heal, this time on the Highwayman. We're hitting some good heals, that's very fortunate for us. And then we'll go for a stun. Stunned, good. Take aim. We'll hit another Noxious Blast. Oh, he's blighted, that's weird. Heal the Crusader again, keep him alive. Man, keep hitting those fives. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's very nice. Another stunning blow. I feel like we're probably losing light this way, and I'm kind of worried about that. But I'm more worried about people dying, to be honest, so... Okay, I think we're hitting the point where we should just go ahead and finish the fight. So let's take him down.
Remind yourself that
and we got a torch, excellent. We need torches for sure right now.
Killer.
Well, let's investigate the sarcophagus. Look, we're still doing it. Hidden treasures. A portrait and some gold. Nice. Okay. Let's head back down to a room we've been to. We've been to 7 rooms. Kind of. There are 7 rooms left. So I think at this point... Oh, is there a fight in our way on the way to this room? What is this here? We still have plenty of light. Yes, there is. Some bone rabble just wandering around. Not a big fight. Hopefully we can just get through it pretty easily. Let's go ahead and just do what we do here. Now the question is, do I just finish this? Do I just get rid of them now? Let's go with it. A clean, easy fight. Just 1,100 gold. That's pretty nice. Now that we're in this room, let's see about making camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay, so camping consists of 2 parts, meal phase and skill phase. During the meal phase, you choose how much they eat, which determines recovery. We have enough food. We have 8 food, hopefully. Hopefully that's enough food. Skill phase allows you to spend rest points on different hero skills used for recuperation. Okay, sorry I got distracted there. We could have a feast. We could use up everything and restore plenty of health and reduce stress. That may be the way to go. If people get hungry again, though, we're in trouble. So I think we need to keep in mind that we can use double food for a major boost. But for now, we'll take it a little easy. There's still half the dungeon left. We already got hungry once. We'll just make sure people are full and give them some extra hit points back. How much time do I have? I have 12 time total. So let's look at what everybody can do. I haven't really investigated this too much, just kind of looked at it. Our Crusader can encourage somebody to reduce stress. Can increase his own stress resistance, it looks like. Or can give a zealous speech to heal everybody and reduce their stress, which is very time expensive. Our Highwayman basically has first aid. Can remove bleeding and heal. He can clean his guns to buff himself, that's nice. And he can pay more attention to the world, basically. Increased chance of spotting people and decreased chance of getting surprised. Okay, we can reduce stress and heal by 15% with a chant on one companion, though. Because I think this one's religious. Maybe not. Maybe not religious. It's hard to keep track of the two, since it's the only one I have 2 of. Or we can pray. We'll assume not religious and think this only reduces stress by 5. Can try for a big heal on somebody. And try to remove poisons and diseases from people. Now what is this? I think this is a disease. So it might be worthwhile to try a disease removal on him. But let's start with a zealous speech. And that was all companions, so nothing for the Crusader himself. But everybody else feels better. Why don't we try then? They both have wound care. But let's try these leeches on our Highwayman. Didn't get rid of the minus 10%. And now we've used it, so it looks like I can't use it again. We might have him try the experimental vapors. It's risky, it uses up all the rest of our time. Still kind of stressed out here. But it'll keep the Crusader up and running if it works. So I guess the question is, I have 2 wound cares as well. So I can take a 75% chance to heal for 50, or I can take a 100% chance to heal for 40 if I want to go that route. Why don't I, instead of either of those though? Why don't I do 1 wound care? Or maybe Bandit Sense instead of a wound care. This is really tempting, because we're getting low on light. And so we want to be careful that we don't end up surprised in our low light situation where we only have 3 torches left. So actually, I think we'll go this route. Maybe use Bandit Sense. And then, instead of healing the Crusader at all, we'll just focus heals on him in the fight, perhaps, and instead he will encourage our Vestal. So she won't go nuts before we're done.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Let's keep moving. Alright, we have stuff in the way and no shovel. Do we have a shovel? Oh, we do still have a shovel. I think we got a new one at some point. I'm pretty sure we already used one. Oh, let's investigate the bookshelf. Gained knowledge. On guard. First round, additional speed and dodge. Nice. That's pretty important. I still hate that this guy, light above 75 plus 10% damage. Light above 75 plus 20% stress resist. Light above 75 minus 2 speed, because he's nocturnal. Oh man. Yes, our highwayman is stressed out. That's understandable. He has a disease right now. Scouting. Nothing of particular interest, it looks like. Ooh, is this a torch? Nice. Can I just use it from here? No, I have to, like, take it and then use it. I'm trying to keep things well lit. I'm really worried about fighting in the dark all the time. Okay, well, these rooms have been a little bit kinder to us. Eat, that's what we were talking about earlier. Now we're out of food, so have to worry about that. Thankfully, the missions are kind of short at this point, it seems like. Do we check the urn again? Yes, we check the urn again. Of course we do.
Wealth beyond measure.
Money.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I guess a nice thing about eating up all our food and using up all our torches is we have more inventory space. Definitely need to use, speaking of all that, a couple more torches. And then, next room. Oh, good. Our thief is busy. But ha, you don't get anything this time, thief. Sad, I really like him, except for the fact that he steals literally everything. Now we're going to go right this time, and just skip whatever's in this room, because we're super low on light. That's our last torch. And we only have to explore 90%. So if we skip one room, we should still finish the mission. Which I'm a little bit more concerned about than seeing everything. Are you seriously? There, look what happens to you, thief. A map. Yes, a map is better than a trap. Thank you for that. Okay, so there's a trap here, and some loot, a fight there. No other fights according to the map right now. So that's good. Maybe we will... Well, there's a trap that we didn't see in the scouting. Or wasn't on the map. Super low on light. That's the only concern right now for me, is that we're running out of light real fast. Ah, quest complete, so we could have avoided 2 rooms. But that's okay. Next room. I knew there was a trap there. I didn't even click on it. I'm just an idiot. Now, obviously, we can exit the dungeon whenever we want to, but I figure we may as well check out what's left here first. And another trap, but we resisted it. So the question is, do I go in one more room? Not knowing for sure what's in here. Nothing. Well, that'll do it for us. We have no more torches left. So it's time to get out of here. And I think with finishing up this mission, we're going to call it a wrap on this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. This is just a quick little tag at the end of the video. I apologize that everything has been broken up quite strangely in this one, but as I ended the last recording, the apartment across the parking lot was catching fire. And so I wanted to make sure things were going to be okay. Fire trucks are still here. Everything's looking kind of contained, and so real quick to finish up this video for real, let's go ahead and cover the end of the dungeon quest so we can just be at a nice solid stopping point for the next video.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Okay, we got a fair number of crests, a portrait, some money, more crests and busts, and some boots. It's pretty nice. Let's see who leveled up. 3 experience each. Getting pretty close on a couple of people on our Highwayman and our Crusader who have plenty of experience to their names. And let's see what new traits we have picked up. Less disease resistance, not too surprising. Improved stress reduction while meditating and while camping, that's very nice. Winded, less speed when health is low, but tough, more hit points. Good stuff. Okay, now that we've cleaned up the end of that, we're going to call it good for this video. I'll see you guys next time.